it's Nancy from Nancy Chu Homes at Keller Williams and J Metro Group. They did it. This morning, we are now all sitting on pins and needles, waiting to see how the 3/4 point hike that is happening this week, or actually just happened at 2 o'clock, we're all going to wait to see how it's going to affect the economy. We are effectively returning to pre-COVID interest rates. So think of the low interest rates that we had for a long time as sort of life support for what the Fed thought was a really weak economy because of COVID. But now they're essentially saying that they have to roll that back because the cure was making us sicker in another way, therefore inflation. So the question is, how is the Fed balancing this without sending us into a recession, right? How long does this inflation decrease pressure, and how high do we think the interest rates have to go before the Fed thinks that we have it under control? How does this affect the overall economy? And are we at risk of losing any jobs? Well, it feels like a very necessary policy that has been set in motion here, okay? But everyone's just sort of guessing at the end point. And it does make consumers like you and me, I mean, I'm a consumer too, feel uncertain. And uncertainty can lead to some paralysis in decision making. I need a house, but should I buy right now? I don't know. What's going to happen? Maybe I'll just do nothing. This is going to be a balancing act between the two different camps of policymakers, right? So the ones who think that inflation is the ultimate evil, and the ones whose greatest priority is maintaining full employment. Now, I have no doubt that both camps will fight for what they think is right, and let's just hope that they strike a balance before they bring us into a recession. Listen, do not get me wrong. This inflation acceleration, it has gone to a crisis level. And it's really bad, you guys. It has to be done. And so far, we seem to be maintaining relatively healthy unemployment. It's been about 3.5% for a while since the spring, which is crazy low. And as a matter of fact, we seem to be averaging like an addition of 350 jobs like a month added to our economy. I mean, for a while now. It's good news, but it's just like super fast pacing job creation, which leads me to believe that if you want a job right now, you can have one. I leave it in the capable hands of the hawks and doves to recognize when we've hit the right balance and to pull us back from the brink before we fall off the cliff, right? In the meantime, a drop of good news for buyers. For the past 3 months, we've seen more houses for sale this year compared to the same time last year. So check out this chart, okay? So as you can see, rising mortgage rates definitely have had something to do with this. And of course, I think that buyer exhaustion has resulted in some attrition, right? I mean, you can only fight against 17 to 50 other freaking offers for so long before you just throw your hands in the air and decide to take the summer off, right? But as you can see, we've had 3 months of more inventory this year compared to last year. And if you look at this other chart over here, you can also see that this quick slide in inventory had resulted commensurately with this huge jump in prices since fall of 2021. So I do think that this slow inventory climb is going to be a good thing for prices in terms of bringing it back to something a little more reasonable. So if you tried to buy a home last year and you were outbid or you were outpriced, there may be a small sliver of opportunity. This momentary dampening of the housing frenzy may be a good time for those of you with secure jobs to jump into the market and be brave when others are hesitating or summering at the beach, okay? I think there's going to be less buyers to compete with, which gives buyers a chance to take a breath, consider their options before signing on the dotted line. It's a much needed respite from like this brutal pacing of the market that we've had of late. And I am telling you, August is going to be a good time, especially if you want to take advantage of this momentary lull. I think by the fall, everyone will have potentially readjusted to the concept of the interest rates returning to normal. And they're going to discover that the march of time still means that that baby is coming, you know, and they still need that house regardless of whatever the rates are. And heck, some of them may even grow less wary of some non-traditional products like jumbos or adjustable rate mortgages, which, by the way, I have seen as low as 4.37% on like bank rate for like a 5-and-1 for a 5-and-1 year ARM. That's not a big deal. 4.37 is not bad. And yeah, if you tell me that you can't refi in 5 years, then you need bigger organizational help. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just found a property in a shore town. Myself, I just found this. Something that I would never have dreamed of before this summer. I just found something for under list. And I'm going to go for it. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put on my brave girl pants. And I'm going to go for it. All right. Do you want brave boy pants? Put on your brave pants. And come and let's find you a home. While we can in this tiny little bit of opportunity. All right, guys. If you watch the videos, please like, subscribe, comment, all those good things. And let's see how this goes. I'll talk to you guys next week.